Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The national anthem of Argentina rings out.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
So it's down to business here. Montiel. Could go all the way here. In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Pinches it off him, and it's Messi. De Paul, Martinez.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Nicely spread. A quick look, thought about cutting inside, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And that is a little undercooked. And he's forced to go back. Now he's off and running.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shot! And it's a goal! The first significant strike. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
India have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's come to nothing. And that was very necessary. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a good ball out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister.
Argentina certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And this is Messi. Incoming delivery.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Out of play for a throw. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Argentina coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supporters have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Martinez. De Paul. No, that's been intercepted. Argentina still this single goal behind. Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a shot! Oh, crossbar! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
McAllister played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Argentina really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's McAllister. Now it's Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Good ball, good take. Could be danger here. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He has found the way through. Great ball, and he's in here.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ambitious ball here. And he's being shifted off it. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Lisandro Martinez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Messi.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That's at the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Argentina